all in one level. Made my black bundle. I put my red string up, doing half a forward knot, then putting my red string into the knot and then doing the other half of the forward knot. After which you're just gonna you're gonna pull the red string to the left. Just now we're going to end the row by doing a forward backward knot on the last string. I recommend using a ruler to just straighten up all of your edges. to show your support. See you soon!